Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jada Blossom, and it's time for a quick Easter card today. Hey, so I'm using Jada Blossom's Gnome Friends Bunny Face Add-ons die, the Street Lamp Dies Christmas Add-ons, Jada Blossom's Gnome Friends Bunny die, their Photo Frame die, their Wheelbarrow Dies Easter Add-ons, their Happy Easter Nomi stamp set, their Bunny Face stencil, spring banner dies, and Bunny Friend Faces stamp set. And I did put this bunny together on the assembly video for that Bunny Face add-on, so check that out. So first I have a piece of Paper Ink white cardstock cut at 4 by 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. I had a brain fart there for a second. And I'm using the Bunny Face stencil along with some frayed burlap Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just going to ink blend these bunny heads onto this whole card front. So just quickly with a brush blender there, and I'm just going to, like I said, ink blend the whole thing. This does dry back a bit, but this is the only piece of that Bunny Face stencil that I'm actually using. I'm going to be using something else to go along with it. So just quickly ink blending all of that. And there we go. So now we got like a little card background. So on the inside, I'm going to add some gingham linen from Doodlebug. This is 1-inch strip. And I'm just going to line that up on my Stampin' Up! Pad and trim off that overhang with a pair of scissors. So pretty simple stuff. There we go. And I'm going to add some of these eggs that I put together on the, the Wheelbarrow Easter Add-ons assembly video. You can check that out. These are just pieces I haven't used on a card yet. So I'm going to use them on the inside. So first I'm going to stamp the sentiment from that Happy Easter Nomi. It'll say Hoppy Easter. I'm going to stamp that in VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. On the inside, there we go. And there, so we've got a super cute little sentiment. Now on the outside, I'm using this stamp set called, what is it called? Bunny Faces? Yeah, Bunny Face stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp the little stamp here and there all over the background. Not every one, but like every second one or something like that. And I'm just freehand stamping it because it just makes it easier for this application anyway, using that VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, like I said. And I'm just going to add in there. We've got all of that now done pretty much. I'm just going to add some whiskers on this one. Just making sure everything is even. There. And there we go. Isn't that cute? And I'm pulling out a marker. I think this is Copic marker in RV. I'm flipping my paper around. Sorry for making noise, guys. RV 42, I think it was. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm just carefully tapping the nose. You don't want to touch that ink because it's not Copic friendly. So I'm just carefully tapping all the noses with some pink. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding in my little eggs. These were assembled on the, what is it called? The Wheelbarrow, I'm sorry, I'm turning my page again, making noise. Sorry, guys. The Wheelbarrow Easter Add-ons assembly video. You can check that out. But everything will be listed on my blog that I used. Do have some white ink blended around the edges of these eggs. I did use White Daisy ink that was from Close to My Heart, but any white pigment ink will do. Now for this, I did put that photo frame together for pictures for the store, but I used gingham linen from Doodlebug in purple, and I did inlay the word hi. I cut that from the photo frame itself. That was Paper Ink white cardstock, and then assembled it like that. So I'm adding the little eggs to the inside of the bottom of that picture, the picture part of that photo frame die. Now I am going to color in these letters really carefully. There we go. So just coloring in these letters super carefully, trying not to touch that VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I'm using BG15, and I'm just sort of alternating the letters or the colors in the letters. So now I am using green, I believe that's YG07. So I'm just going to alternate and be very careful trying not to touch that black ink. But like I said, it would have been easier to use a Copic friendly ink, but you know, because I'm not coloring an image and it's not like, you know, fancy coloring, I thought, I'll just go with this. So now this is a Y21. There we go. So I'm just kind of taking cues from the paper that I've used. This is RV55 now. And I'm going to add that in as well. And I think this makes a super fun little sentiment on the inside of a card, right? So since I'm on the design team and I do make, you know, assemble all the brand new dies and I make a lot of the items that are in the store, I tend to have a lot of these things already assembled. So now I am using a secure white Jelly Roll pen and a number 10 to add polka dots to my letters, just for fun. And because I didn't do any ink blending, right, it wasn't rocket science, so I want to make it a little bit fun by adding some polka dots. And then you'll want to let that dry just so they don't smear. But I think it turned out pretty darn cute for a little sentiment anyway. So there we go. And I say that way too much. Got to come up with something better to say. And almost done. There it is. So kind of fun. Now on the outside, I am going to add in another egg, and I'm taking a Y21, I believe it was, to add another stripe on this egg. And this bunny's going to be holding this egg. And I'll add in a couple of little paws here. And you can watch me put this little bunny together on that assembly video. So check that out if you didn't see me do that. So now I'm going to pop up the little egg that this cute little bunny is holding. The little bow that I added on, that is from Jaded Blossom's Street Lamp Dies Christmas Add-ons. The bow, it's meant to go on the wreath part, but I really like it. It's perfect for this bunny. So now I am going to add in my little photo frame with my bunny in place, and the sentiment on the front of the card will just say hi. So I'm just trying to figure if I'm going to have it kind of on an angle, a little cattywampus, right? And I'm going to stick that down to the front of this card base with some ATG tape. There. And I'm going to have it on an angle because why not, right? And then I'll have my little bunny kind of perching right there. And I'll add that with some glue, barely art glue, but you know, use whatever your favorite glue is, right? They're all very similar. So there we go. And I said it again. So there it is. We're going to add on this little bunny. And isn't that cute? It's just adorable. I'm going to clamp down its little body and ears here with some reverse tweezers. That's the great thing about reverse tweezers. And now I'm going to add in this last little egg, kind of like it's popping up, right? It's kind of flying through the air. And now I'm going to add some shape sprinkles to this background. These are called All My Love, and they're just these little mini hearts, and I'm going to add some to my card design. And these, you know, the nice thing about these things, you know, they add a little bit of shine, you know, and you can add similar colors. I try to keep in the same color family that I already have going on my card just so it doesn't get too busy. And then we'll have a super cute little arrangement here. There we are, and that's about it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And make sure you're a follower over at the Jaded Blossom YouTube site and the Leanne K YouTube site. Bye, everybody.